My name is Desiree. I am here because I want to talk about breast reduction. This is my very first video, so bear with me. I want to start a journey, basically a blog, regarding my breast reduction that I'm going to be having that is scheduled for December the 20th of this year, 2019. Over the past couple months, I have just been looking on YouTube and online for videos and basically like testimonies of women who have had breast reductions, just to help learn the ins and outs of everything. What do you need post-op? What do you need pre-op? What happens in between that time frame of recovery? I mean, just all the ins and outs, scarring, everything. So I wanted to start from the very beginning and have you guys go with me through the whole process. So the only process that I have done was to obviously go to the surgeon and get it, and they were able to do the breast reduction. I know a lot of people on here have done the insurance through there. I was unable to do the insurance due to my insurance calling it a exclusion. So they will not even like look at the case, pretty much. I went to my primary care physician and she worked everything up and she's like, you definitely need this. She gave me a referral to the plastic surgeon, and the nearest plastic surgeon to me is about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So I took off and I went, got a consultation. They then sent stuff to my insurance, and I'd say like a week later, they found out that it was an exclusion on my insurance, so they were unable to pay for it. For all you out there that your insurance approved it, you are truly blessed, because this is not a cheap procedure at all. So I went back and forth on what to do. I mean, it's very discouraging. It kind of like it was definitely a setback. And after talking with my husband and telling him how I had to have this surgery, there was no other option. We just had to make it work. So we're making it work. I am using Care Credit, which is basically a medical card that you can use if you have surgeries or anything for that matter. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. If you haven't, you have to get approved for it, excuse me. And once you get approved for it, it'll tell you how much you're approved for. Mine was enough to cover my surgery, which was amazing, because most plastic surgeons do not take payments there in their office. You have to pay up front. Excuse me, my allergies have just been acting up. My surgeon also required $500 down in order to even book the surgery. So basically to hold the operating room and to schedule the anesthesiologist. So I did that. That actually I paid out of pocket, because with Care Credit, they would have had to charge me basically for my whole entire surgery. And we are in October right now, and my appointment I did not schedule until December. And the reason I scheduled it is because I work for the school, so I have a 2-week span off. So I scheduled it for December, meaning that I would have already got charged in October for a procedure that I'm not even having until December, and I would have already had to start paying on it. So I decided I'll just foot out the $500 and I'll do that myself to schedule, and then after that, I will go ahead and just use the Care Credit for the rest, which they'll do that at your appointment right before your surgery. They'll charge it all. So I done all that. It's scheduled. First off, I just wanted to let you know, I am starting off with my breast size is a 42F. I feel like it's a little bit bigger than that, because the 42F bra size that I have now, I'm overflowing in. So I feel like I probably am a G, because the F is just too small, but I can't gather to go buy another bra before I have to go into surgery 2 more months. So I'm just going to overfill. That's just what's going to happen. So, saying that, I hope that there are some women out there that I can help or encourage to go through the process of talking with your primary care physician and seeing if this is something that you want to do. A lot of people think that this is just a cosmetic procedure. Oh, who wants small boobs? If you've never had large boobs, then you don't know the struggles. A lot of people that I have seen on here doing trials started off have always had big boobs. Even in school, like in middle school, high school, they always had big boobs. That was not the case for me. I actually was very flat-chested for the longest time. I started getting boobs, I would say, after I graduated high school, which is crazy because my older sister also had the same problem. She's not as big as I am, not even close. But she also had told me, don't worry, like, you're going to get boobs and they're just going to come after high school. Just wait. It happened to me. Sure enough, one day I woke up and I felt like I had these humongous boobs on my chest. I don't know what the heck it was, but on both sides of my family, my mother's family, her side, her mom and her sisters, and also my dad, his mom and sister have large breasts. So lucky me, I have it on both sides of my family. So I then had huge boobs. It just started later in life. It really didn't hit me until I was like 18. And a lot of people out there, I know a lot of younger women want to get this surgery when they're like 16, 17, 18. I would wait because your boobs are going to grow. And I know that sounds awful, but they are. So you're going to get this surgery and there's a possibility that they're going to continue to grow. I am now 29 and I finally decided to get this surgery. I waited the longest I could. And when I was finally in a state where I could pay for them, it took me about, I'd say 8 years to finally come to this conclusion. I've always known I wanted them since I finally started getting big boobs. And I've had about around this size since I was like 20. So once I hit about 2021, I was done having these boobs. And at that point, I had only had them for a couple years. And when I was like 19, I grew them. So literally from the time I was 18 until 29, which is 9 years, I went from a size B to a size, what I'm in now, G. So that's not a long period of time for me to have grew that amount of breast. I mean, that's usually, like I said, most people, women start when they're young. You know, they usually have D cups while they're in high school or even junior high, and then they slowly progressively. So I would honestly say within a 3-year span, my cup size quadrupled. So I do have a lot of, and not bad stretch marks. I mean, of course, you know, you're going to have those because of such the fast growth, but I do have a lot of droopage there. It's crazy. I will definitely make sure on my next video before my post-op appointment, I may even do a follow-up before I even go the day before surgery, and I'll include pictures of the before. Obviously, I'll do one with a bra on so you guys can see, and then one without a bra on. I just wanted to see if this was even going to be helpful, to see if anybody wanted to do this process with me. I mean, even if there's somebody out there that has a surgery day around mine, we can kind of go in there and do this together. So, not obviously at the appointments together, but we can do a journal together and have helpful tips and stuff that could possibly help other people. If you are watching this and you have gotten surgery, please comment below and let me know if you have any tips or ideas or anything that could be helpful, because I've been looking at videos day in and day out. I don't know how many different women's breasts I've seen, but I want to know before I go in there doing this. Obviously I'm already scheduled, but I want to know, is there something that I could do that somebody had tried and it was like, no, don't do this at all. So I hope this can inspire people and reach out to people. It is October the 23rd. So I'm still about 2 months out for my appointment, for my surgery, which I'm freaking out about already. I've been trying to look at things to kind of start buying here and there, like a pillow like that helps sit you up more so you're sleeping. Other pillows that are around you because it looks like you're like in a pillow fort. Also like some sports bras, gauzes, things like that, just so I'm not having to do it last minute. I have 2 kids. I have a stepson who's 15 and my daughter who's 3. So I definitely, and then this is around Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. So I just want to make sure that I'm prepared, and I'm also not even going to be at home the first night because it's 3 hours away from here, so I will be staying the night after surgery. So I just want to make sure that I'm prepared and know what I need. As for that, I think that is it. I just wanted to go ahead and start a blog to see if this is something that would be interesting to other women and that I could possibly help. And that can help me. So, being said that, I'm going to log off of here. But please, if you definitely want to follow and be a part of this, please comment below so that way I know that this is reaching people. I've never done this before, so I'm super crazy nervous. But please just comment, subscribe below. I thank you guys for tuning in. I have to go back to work now. Bye, guys.